Stone and man's relationship with stone. And it's a relationship that goes way back before we could even dream of knowing what a tin cup was. Stone and working with it was humanity's first technology. We fashioned everything from stone, including tools and shelter, along with a lot of mysterious and weird shit. In fact, man's relationship with stone and rock are found all over the globe, from the pyramids to Stonehenge and my personal favorite, Gobecki Tepe, but those you've all heard of. I'll be delving into some weird, mysterious stone structures in just a bit, but first we have to talk about the origins of our love for stone. The first documented use of our work in stone is from some 3 million years ago, when our distant ancestors that weren't quite human as we know humans today, fashioned tools from stone. That said, the first stone wheel, well, that didn't come along for another couple million years, till around 3500 BC, and its use was for pottery and grinding, until someone came up with the idea to put a couple of them on a cart. And maybe it just took us a bit longer to figure out the wheel than we all would like to admit. And that's okay, I guess, 'cause, after all, we are humans. Now, this is some kind of strange stuff here, and I want you to hold that date, 3500 BC, in your head, because way before the first stone wheel was invented, by some 6,000 years, somebody built this, Gobekki Tepe. Of course, you should also know that 3500 BC was also when we find our first thoughts written down on stone, in stone. And I have to ask, how much simpler building Gobekki Tepe would have been if they had the wheel and the ability to write down what they were thinking or to provide directions. But they couldn't. They didn't. And if that doesn't make you scratch your head and utter a fuck, well, ain't nothing more I got to say to you. Except maybe I'd ask you to think about the reasoning behind the Karnak stone. Located in France, these stones are anywhere from about 5,000 to 7,000 years old, and what their purpose was is anybody's guess. But since we kind of just assign every old formation we see to some kind of celestial alignment, we'll go with that, even though it has been suggested that they might not be nothing more than stones to mark territory or memorials for the dead. And just as weird and mysterious as the Karnak stones, so are the stone spears of Costa Rica that are much younger than the Karnak stones, coming in at about 1,500 years or so. Their purpose? Again, we relegate it to some kind of astronomical tool, or perhaps some think they may be nothing more than symbols of power and status, perhaps holding some kind of religious significance. But I'm thinking somebody had nothing better to do and woke up one morning with an idea of how to mystify future generations. But no one ever woke up and thought, damn, I'm going to start excavating a series of 24 caves and turn them into a mystery that no one will ever solve. The Lanyu Caves in China, as I said, are 24 caves that were dug out over 2,000 years ago, with each cave being around 11,000 square feet, and that's about 4 or 5 times larger than most homes. And there isn't no home that's 100 feet high. And keep in mind, these caves are excavated, so they're man-made caves. And these caves, for being over 2,000 years old, are in pristine shape. And what their use was, again, no one knows. Perhaps to store grain or again some kind of religious or astronomical temple. From temples to stone balls to caves, our work in stone is documented and represented in every nook and cranny around the globe. But now it's time to talk about all the glyphs found all over the world that are carved in stone. And for those who do not know, a glyph is just another word for a pictograph or Pictionary, which at one time was a kind of an iconic game. The oldest known glyph is found in Australia and is estimated to be about 50,000 years old. And that's at a time when Neanderthals were still running around. and we humans were deciding if those Neanderthals made good mates or not. Like the Karnak stones, Tepe Gobecki, or the caves along you, ancient glyphs give at least a little glimpse into the thoughts and beliefs of long past civilizations and people. And in my research for this video, I just found out one of the most continuously used sacred sites with ancient glyphs dating back some 7,000 years is here in my home state. And I've been looking for something interesting to do, so maybe a road trip is in order to the Jeffers petroglyphs. Okay, so for those of you who watch frequently, and by frequently I mean like once every great fucking while, I do like 6 videos at a time. I do like 6 end vlogs at a time, and this is like the last end vlog of the day. And oh man, I'm really starting to feel this shit. Yeah, like when I was in my 30s and I could slam fucking shots of tequila. I can't slam them anymore. I'm gonna slam this one. Watch this shit. God damn, my dentures almost went down my throat. Okay. This was a fascinating video for me to do. I enjoyed doing it. I mean, in that road trip to Jeffers, I've got that on my agenda, man. That's gonna happen. I gotta go see that shit. That and that Viking stone down in Alexandria. I don't think that's false. I think that's it. I think that actually is an artifact. But, that's just me. So anyway, my friends, thank you for watching. Yeah, 6 shots in like the last hour. Woo! Yeah, and I'm thinking I might do a couple more comic video shots. I'm not going to though, because I'm too drunk to go get my wife in a couple hours here from work. Yeah, I don't want that to happen because I wouldn't get sex for like the next year. Yeah. Okay, I got shut up. Love you guys. Peace out. I'm out of here. Have a good day.